Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Just a quick note before we get started with our video. On this particular recipe, I decided to experiment, and on one of the ingredients that calls for 1/2 cup oil and 1/2 cup natural unsweetened applesauce, I switched it with just using 1 full cup of applesauce to see what would happen. Well, it turned out pretty dang good, but instead of cinnamon bread, now you got apple cinnamon bread. So if you want to try the original recipe, just switch out the full cup of applesauce with 1/2 cup of applesauce and 1/2 cup of oil. That's it. Enjoy the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you want to see more cooking videos, press the little bell and you will be notified whenever I upload one, which is pretty much every week. Thank you. Preheat oven to 325. Oops. After you've preheated the oven to 325, you start making your eggs. I use Bob's Red Mill Egg Replacer. This recipe requires 3 eggs, so I have 3 tablespoons of Bob's Red Mill Egg Replacer, and now I'm adding 6 tablespoons of water. If you're using a different brand, follow the directions, what your package says. You stir it until all the clumps are gone, and then you let it sit for at least 5 minutes or until you're ready to add it into your liquid ingredients. In a large bowl, add 2 cups of flour, unbleached, 1 cup of sugar, preferably organic, 1½ teaspoons of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. Whisk together until it's nice and mixed. Now you're ready to start on your liquid ingredients. Alright, let's make the wet ingredients. First, in a little bit smaller bowl, add 1/2 cup plant milk, 1 cup natural applesauce, the unsweetened, preferably natural organic. You don't want to add that extra sugar. You want 1/2 teaspoon, or excuse me, 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Add more if you want it really vanilla-y. Add your egg mixture that you prepared earlier. And last, 1 cup of starter. And of course, mix till blended. You don't want to use a metal whisk once you add the starter in, or it will kill your starter and your bread won't turn out properly. Slowly add the wet ingredients to the dry, mixing constantly. You're trying to not have flour lumps. If you have a silicone whisk, then by all means use that. You can mix it with anything as long as it is not metal. When making this recipe, don't use any metal bowls, don't use any metal utensils. You can't have the starter touch any metals or it will kill it, and you don't want that. You want it to be nice and active for your bread. I'll try and link the video to the starter if you want to make your own vegan starter. This bread is from that video. Okay, there you go. Next thing we're going to do is spray the bread pans. You're going to need 2 loaf pans to make your bread. I don't have silicone bread pans, so I have all I have is glass. So I got to use the oil spray. This particular one is just pan. You're going to want to spray it pretty heavily. You can try parchment paper, see if that works. You can try silicone ones, see if that works. You can put it in muffin pans. I took out all the oil in the main recipe, so this shouldn't be too much of a big deal. But we'll see. This is the first time taking out all the oil. Now you're going to add evenly your batter into your bread pans. There you go. Now we just put it in the oven. You want middle rack, place them in there. And then we're going to set the timer for 1 hour. I'll see you in an hour. Well, there you go. There's the 2 loaves of bread that just came out. They look a little bit denser than they should be. I'm guessing because I took out the oil and it took 8 minutes less to cook. Those little slit marks on the top is where I checked it with a knife. Here's the difference between the one with no oil and one with oil. I'll cut it as soon as it's cool enough to cut so you can see the inside. There you go, Amish Friendship Bread. The original recipe is cinnamon bread, but since we changed it by doing a full cup of applesauce instead of 1/2 cup applesauce and 1/2 cup oil, it made it more of apple cinnamon bread. It's a little denser than the original. It puffs up a little more with the oil in it, but it still turned out really good. Try both ways and put in the comment section of which you like better. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.